Hi, it's Janet from janethills.com. Today I want to follow the encouragement of my client from yesterday who said, please let the world know about this because it's made so much of a difference for me. So consider this a public service announcement, okay? And it's for those of you who have experienced some unwanted sexual experience, sexual assault, molestation, rape, date rape, sexual abuse, whatever name you want to give it. And the public service announcement is this. If during those unwanted sexual experiences you experienced some arousal, then there's nothing wrong with you. That's what I want you to know. There is nothing wrong with you. There was nothing wrong with you. It's not because you're sick or damaged. It's not because you really wanted it. It's not because your body betrayed you. It's because your body was performing in an absolutely natural way. Look, here's what happens. Our bodies are constructed such that when your genitals or your nipples are stimulated, your autonomic nervous system, the one that controls your breathing and your heartbeat, that system sends a pleasure message to your brain. And it kicks on physical arousal, which, expresses differently in women and men. But it's not because something is wrong with you. And, this client was so ashamed of the memory of having experienced the pleasure of sexual arousal during the incident of abuse that she had kept it a secret for like 37 years, despite the fact that she'd gone for all kinds of therapy, different kinds of energy work, all kinds of healing work about this incident. But she had never even shared this aspect of it because she felt so much shame about it and blamed herself. So I want to help set you free from that shame and self-blame about it. Once again, there was nothing wrong with you if that happened for you. In fact, your body was simply responding automatically, autonomically, the way it's designed to respond. The problems that can result from having the misinformation that this was somehow your fault, they're just so sad. First of all, there's the burden of carrying around that heavy shame for all those years. And the confusion. It's very confusing to be remembering some horrific incident that may have been very physically painful, psychically painful, psychologically painful, and have mixed in the middle of that the memory of some pleasure at the same time. It can feel very confusing. And not setting this straight ends up in so many unfortunate ways for so many people. So for instance, if you're a person who used splitting off from your body as a resource to protect yourself, when the trauma of the incident itself is compounded by the trauma of blaming yourself for sexual arousal, for some people it means that any time they're engaged sexually, they split off from their bodies, even with their most precious, beloved partner, meaning that they never get to experience the beauties and the joys that a sexual experience can offer. For other people, it can cause this memory of it, whether it's conscious or subconscious, this memory of the arousal can cause them to be able to shut down their own arousal system so that it's very hard to get aroused, even when they want to be aroused. For other people who believe that their body betrayed them, they end up developing self-punishing behaviors for their bodies. It can have so many detrimental effects to not give this important topic your attention if it was something that you experienced. Because I want you to be able to experience the freedom and the natural joy and pleasure and this unique expression of love that sexual experiences can be, and what I believe they were designed to really be. Another unfortunate thing that can happen is sometimes the perpetrator realizes that the arousal is going on and compounds the trauma by blaming you for it and saying things like, see, you really did want it, or you wouldn't be reacting in this way. Some people react simply by their bodies generate lubrication, which is a natural part of arousal, and some people's bodies go all the way to orgasm. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you, and there never was. That's what I really want you to know. And if that piece of information doesn't give you the enormous relief that this client expressed to me, she just said, I just never knew it. I don't see it written about anywhere. That's why I thought I was a freak, or I was one of the only ones that this happened to. So maybe I'm so screwed up, there's no help for me. But I wasn't about to bring it up to a therapist or a healer because I felt so ashamed about it. Just getting this new information for her, she said, was so freeing that she thinks about it in a completely different way, that she feels no more shame or guilt about it at all. And that is a beautiful outcome from getting this information. For other people, for me, for instance, it took more than just the intellectual information. But I want you to know that there is freedom available. Like, you are not permanently damaged from this. No way. There is freedom to be experienced from the trauma, the aftermath, any defenses that you might have come up with as a result of that experience. There is freedom available to you. So I really want to encourage you to get the help that's available to you. If you're already working with somebody, bring this topic up with them, whether it's a therapist or any other kind of healer. And if you're not working with somebody, I really hope that you will start, because I want that freedom and the joy and the pleasure that you deserve, that's available to you by by taking care of any kind of after effects of being misinformed about this. So that's my public service announcement for you today, because I really wish you the best of health for your spirit, for your heart, and for your body.